In this video, I'm going to show you guys my Elite Division tactics that I'm using on the brand new patch. I think these will help you guys out a lot. If they do, please do leave a like. Remember to subscribe. If we can hit 100,000 subscribers one day, that would be insane. I can only do it with your guys' support though. For now, let's get into the video. Before we do get into it, guys, I just want to quickly show you a service that myself and another content creator, Zelonius, run. It is called Underdog. It's an amazing community where people come together and improve at FIFA. You can see here that there's different tiers available to join. Everybody that becomes part of it does love it. It's a really cool place to be, a cool community. You'll get tips from us, squad review advice, and overall it's just at least worth a look. So I'll leave the link in the top line of the description of this video. I'd love to see some of you guys over there. You can chat to me about FIFA, get some tips, and it's just a good vibe. So get involved and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, I am in the Elite Division. I'm currently rank 168 in the whole world, which is very, very nice. So let's see the tactics that I am using. Obviously, I do have a good team, but everybody here has a good team. It's just the way it is. So custom tactics. I've got a 4-2-3-1. This is what I used to be like a little bit more defensive. I am playing on balanced when I use this setup. This isn't actually anymore the formation that I start with. 55 on the depth, 55 width, sorry, 60 on the depth. Balanced build up and direct passing. I've experimented with all the different things like long ball, fast build up. I am quite enjoying balanced with direct passing. It just pushes your opponent's back line very deep to the point where it opens up the space for outside of the foot shots, etc. 70 on the width, 7 players in the box, 3 corners, 1 free kicks. Reason for that is because I'm never whipping in a free kick. I'm either going to shoot if they don't move the keeper, or 90% of the time I will just be taking it short. And then with corners, there is some cool sort of set piece routines that I do. If you guys would like to see them, but do let me know in the comments. This is how I line it up in game. And in terms of the instructions, stay forward on the striker, come back on defence on the middle cam, and then get into the box for cross on the outside cams. We then have cut passing lanes on both the CDMs, and then on one of them, the more defensive one, I'll have stay back while attacking, and also cover centre on both. We then have stay back while attacking on both of the fullbacks using the step up instruction as well. I'm finding that really, really good. It sort of just gets you nearer to all of your opponents. So like when they play the ball into their striker's feet, your centre-backs and full-backs are going to step up, almost like an offside trap, and just pressure them a little bit more quickly. I find that works very well. We then have the 4-2-2. This is what I'm using as my go-to. Just as soon as I start a game, this is what I play with. It's very aggressive, but also good defensively. So pressure on heavy touch. 60 width, 72 depth. The reason the depth is so high is because I believe it's if you have it above 70, you get the auto offside traps, which are very, very OP. They don't happen often, but when they do, it's just like perfectly timed offside traps that catch your opponent out. I recommend you guys try that. We then have balanced on the build-up play, direct passing, 62 width, 7 players in the box. That is how I line it up. The reason Messi is at Lamb is because the outside of the foot shots are just insane. So you guys can think about that when making your team. You want a left footer on the left and a right footer on the right, because those outside of the foot shots, they're just absolutely broken. So that is how I line it up. In terms of the instructions, I've just got stay forward on both these strikers. Nothing on either of the cams. And then in terms of the CDMs, it's the same as the 4-2-3-1. So on your more defensive one, you want stay back while attacking, and then balanced on the other. I've not been using cover centre. I've just been trying things out, and this seems to work pretty well for this setup. I think I'm not even really sure why. Like, I don't notice too much of a difference. It's something that I'll keep on having a little play around with, but cover wing just seems to be working in this setup. And we then have stay back while attacking on the fullbacks again. So that is what I use for the majority of all of my games and for the whole game, unless I'm a few goals behind, but we'll get into that shortly. We've got this 5-2-1-2, which I don't often use. The only time I'll ever use it is if the current setup I'm using just isn't working and I want something different. So balanced, 60 on the whip, 50 depth. Forward runs on this one. I feel this works nice because it just gets the wing backs bombing up forward, and that seems to work quite well. 60 width again, 7 players in the box, which is like a common theme for most of my tactics. I just find it's the right balance between having enough options but also not being on 10 and just getting completely caught out. So that is how I line it up in game. Obviously, I don't have a natural left wing back, so Messi has to go there, which isn't ideal. But, you know, the wing backs are more there for the offensive anyway, so Messi actually is a good wing back. Stay forward on both of these strikers. Stay forward on the cam as well. And what that creates is some nice little patterns for 1-2 plays, and that works very well. Stay back while attacking on one of the centre mids. They actually need to be switched around there. That should be looking like that. So this one works very well. What's important is the wing backs are on overlap. They're just going to get involved in the attack, and with the forward runs they get involved a lot. So I recommend this one if you do like a 5 at the back. You can also just play like a natural fullback at centre back, and that works very well, like Theo Hernandez. He's a really good centre-back on the game when you're using a 5 at the back. So, if I'm a couple of goals down, this is the setup that I use. It is a 3-4-2-1, constant pressure, 100 depth. Basically, all tactics go out the window, though. When you're on constant pressure, 100 depth, players are out of position, flying forward, like nothing makes sense. It's just about creating chances. And you will create chances, but the thing with a tactic like this is you are going to be very vulnerable at the back as well. So it's mainly a thing like either you're going to score or your opponent's going to. Like someone is going to score when you're using a setup like this. The positions are just a bit pointless because, like I say, everyone ends up everywhere. It just gets a little bit crazy. So I've got everybody set to get in behind, which just creates chaos, like so many options. And yeah, it's just super attacking. And it's important to have one of those setups for, you know, when you need to get into a game, because there is going to be scenarios where you don't have time to pause and go constant pressure. Like you need that tactic set up. So that is something for you guys to think about. But I hope you enjoyed this video. These are my Elite Division custom tactics. I do hope you guys enjoyed them. Please remember to drop a sub to the channel. It's very much appreciated. I upload videos every day to try and help you guys improve at the game. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.